What's up, my beautiful people? Aaron Thomas with Excellence Above Talent. Day 7, The Way of a Superior Man. Chapter 7, and it is your purpose must come before your relationship. I'm going to read you this quote here from David because I think it encompasses all that this chapter is about. Every man knows that his highest purpose in life cannot be reduced to any particular relationship. If a man prioritizes his relationship over his highest purpose, he weakens himself, disserves the universe, and cheats his woman of an authentic man who can offer her full, undivided presence. Mind-blowing. Because most of my life it's always been, be a provider, take care of your wife and kids, work, provide, work, take care of your wife and kids. And what he's saying is, as a man, you have to also find your purpose and be in your purpose. And not allow anything or anyone to take you away from your purpose. So I was in the Army, did 3 years, did one tour in Iraq, and we had a mission. And we'd go on that mission, and if someone got blown up or hurt, we would call a medevac, but we all wouldn't leave from that mission. The people who didn't get hurt stay. And they still have to push forward on that mission. And a lot of times in life, especially for men, we're told to provide, take care, and we leave our mission in the hopes that our wife and kids can be happy or will be taken care of. But in that moment of leaving your mission and trying to take care of wife and kids, you have chosen to be a weaker man because now you don't have that purpose. You don't have that mission. And so when your wife and kids then move on or change their minds or the energy changes, well, then guess what? You're there looking like, hey, what's going on? Like, I've done all this, for y'all because I love y'all and I want to be with y'all. So why is it that you're now pushing me away? And they're pushing you away because at the end of the day, you have a higher calling as a man. And we all do. It's not just men. But we sometimes as men get lost in the sauce when it comes to taking care of family, that we abandon the mission that we're on. We abandon our purpose. And what he's saying is, your purpose comes before your relationship. And it's mind-blowing because a lot of times in my past relationships, I thought if I hung out with her for 4 or 5 hours, then she would be happy. But hanging out with her wasn't quality time. It was quantity. We hung out. But there wasn't a lot of communication. There wasn't a lot of talk. There wasn't a lot of getting to know each other on a deeper level. And what he's saying is your woman prefers or would prefer quality time over quantity time. So if you can give her 30 to 45 minutes a day, as well as your kids, quality time where you're not watching TV, you're not on your phone, you're listening to her, you're reading books, you're trying to learn, you're trying to grow. That's where it's at. That's where it's at versus trying to hang out with her for 4, 5, and 6 hours because you feel like that's what you need to do. Like if that's not in your purpose or if that's taken away from your purpose, then don't do it. Learn how to give as a man quality time and not quantity. Because quantity, you don't get nothing from it. So it's important as a superior man to know your purpose, find your purpose, and don't allow anything anything to come before your purpose, y'all. So if you are a Christian and you believe in God and we are followers of God, He set the standard. Nothing came between Him and the purpose that He had for this earth. The devil couldn't come in front of Him. His mom, his dad, his friends, no one could come in front of Him. He had a mission. And on that mission, He accomplished so many good things. And so we have to pay attention to, are we on our mission? Are we accomplishing things in our life? Or are we allowing the world and society to say, hey, this is kind of where we're supposed to do it, or how it's supposed to be done? And we run around and it's all chaotic and chaos. And it shouldn't be that way. It's important to know your mission, find your mission, and stay on your mission no matter what. Because you as a human being will be strengthened because you know this is the path that you're supposed to be on. And the people around you, they're not going to try to make you go off your mission. The ones that are in your life and should be in your life, they want you on your mission because they know that's your best self. Your mission, hands down, is your priority. I do not care what anyone says. And it's lived experience. I've seen it with my friends. I've seen it in the class that I used to teach. I've seen it within myself. If you allow yourself to go off your mission, it's hard to get back on your mission, because once you get off of it, then you pick up on other people's missions. You pick up on other people's purposes. And you start to do that thinking that that's where you're supposed to be. But then halfway in, you realize, like, man, I'm not happy. I don't want to be here. Now you're lost, you're confused, you don't know your way around. And so it's important to stay on your mission. Let that be your priority. One more thing, and it's a quote from David from the book. And it is, your woman will be more fulfilled with 30 minutes a day of undivided attention and ravishing love than she will with a few hours of your weak and divided presence when your heart really isn't into it. And they can tell when your heart's really not into it. You can tell when their heart's not really into it neither. So it's just important to give quality time to the people in your life and not quantity. Time you spend with your woman should be time you really want to be with her more than anything else. If you'd rather be doing something else, she'll feel it. Both of you would be dissatisfied. And I know from my perspective, there was a lot of dissatisfaction in my past relationship, because we were spending time together, but we wasn't spending time together. And I also allowed my priorities to take a back seat. I allowed my mission, I allowed my purpose to take a back seat in order to create a space to where we could be together. But at the end of the day, that space didn't help when it came to trying to fight and save for the marriage, because it was never quality time. I don't feel like she was really able to get to know me on a level that she should have been able to get to know me on, and vice versa. I wasn't able to get to know her on a level because, again, it wasn't quality time. It was just spending time together. So, if anyone hasn't told you today that they love you, let me be the first to say I love you. You're awesome. You're amazing. You deserve the best that this world has to offer. Don't give up. Do not quit. The world does not get easier, but you will get stronger. Y'all have a blessed Wednesday, rest of your Wednesday, and have an amazing Thursday. I holla.